Okay, this is Bill Markley, and I'm talking to Mr. Earl Loar, and it's August 8th, 2013.
And we're in Grove City, Ohio, where I live. And Bill and I are going to get acquainted first because I'm a songwriter, and a song that I've written recently, haven't quite completed yet. It's called The Bayou. Winter came early back in Ohio, so I headed southbound for Louisiana. I hopped a moving freight train with some bum around hobo. We're gonna trap some crawfish, Boku manana, gonna make some hot soup. Me and wandering buddies playing stomp foot music to wash down with homebrew. I'm gonna leave this old train when I wake from dreaming, as I start to perk up. Do I see the bayou? Oh, don't think I'll ever drift back to Ohio. I reached my goal, bless my soul, I've gone Creole. When I'm off this rattling boxcar, blow that whistle loud and clear. Gonna catch some fresh crawfish from the bayou. I rolled off that big train when it slowed its chugging. Said goodbye to hard Joe's, farewell my best adieu. Hello to New Orleans, I'm gonna shed my woolly clothes. I'm ready for some crawfish. Think I've reached the bayou. My heart thumps move on now. I hear the bayou call me. I won't miss that clickety-clack from that iron to high road. Found myself a southern belle who does southern cooking. We're gonna chow some fresh gumbo straight from the bayou. Oh, don't think I'll ever drift back to Ohio. I've reached my goal, bless my soul, I've gone Creole. Yeah, I'm off that rattling boxcar, blow that whistle loud and clear. I'm gonna taste some fresh crawfish from the bayou.
Wow, I like it.
Huh?
I like it.
Yeah.
Boy,
That's what I want to hear.
man, I don't know why you say you need to still work on it, because it sounds good to me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be anxious to hear it back sometime.
I like those southern bells too. I lived in Georgia for a while.
Did you?
And,
I did too.
Did you?
Yeah, a job transfer. I worked for a Frigidaire company.
Oh, really? What part of Georgia?
Augusta.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was in Savannah for.
Yeah,
for
we went
a while.
to Savannah. I had to go over there. Oh man, I love it.
It's something there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love the tree, and that's when this is part of that.
Yeah.
You know, thoughts coming through my mind. But I got to thinking, more or less, to who I subconsciously like on this style would be Leon Redbone.
Okay, I remember him.
I
I've
was
heard
just
him.
getting the process before
Huh.
you came. I was going to go over there and look up some info on him. See, I'm assuming he's still around.
I was just going to ask you. I don't know.
I don't know,
Yeah.
so that's what I was going to do. Go over there
Huh.
and look it up. So that's a rough cut. So you got to
Hey.
say that.
Okay.
If you show this to anything, say this is the first rough
Wow.
cut.
Okay.
Because
Well,
I have not cut this.
Wow.
Like I said, I just worked. Jackie and I got with it yesterday on it,
huh.
and we have, like I said, we've got a club that's in Newark called SOCO, which is for SoCo, Songwriters of Central Ohio, and Jackie is the founder of that. So she's worth talking about anything. But basically, that's all it is. We get together once a month.
Yeah.
All of us, and we play music. Well, I'm not there every month, but when I get there, like I'm going Monday night,
Yeah.
we get together and we all play our songs just like I'm doing here, and I'll play that, and they'll critique it and say, I'll give you a good example right here, and you might have a word I'd like to get. She picked this up. I used beaucoup mañana in there.
Yeah.
Beaucoup,
Many
though, is
tomorrows.
French.
French and Spanish together, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't want that. I'm trying to come up with the word. It's got to be 3 syllable for something like mañana or any. Let me show you.
Yeah, let's see. What would tomorrow be in French?
Or if we can come up with something different than that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to. Here's the only thing I got. I pulled this off 3 syllables. That will go to Louisiana. The idea.
Oh.
The idea is to match
Okay.
Louisiana. See.
Yeah.
Because here's what the words are.
Okay.
So if I got beaucoup mignon, where the heck ever I am. Yeah, like here. Let me see.
Huh.
Oh, like it's got to match for Louisiana. So it's
Yeah.
got to be 3 syllable beaucoup mignonne.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm after.
Huh.
And so that's just a 3 syllable. You don't have to get it done today, but just a thought.
Okay.
You can take that with you. if you
Really?
want.
Okay, good. I'll
Yeah,
work
you
on
could
it.
you could take that. I just took it
Okay.
off. Yeah, and I love it. You
All
get a
right,
word
thanks.
out of the deal.
Yeah.
I'll
I'm not
let-
much of a songwriter, but I'll...
That's okay. One word. You're a writer though.
Okay. Thank you. I'll work on that.
All right.
Sometimes when I sleep on something, then in the morning...
Exactly. I do
Yeah.
that. I'll get up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Boom.
Yeah.
I'm out here just cause one word. One
I
word.
bet, because
It's
you
just
want to
like
get it
this.
while it's hot, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it did here.
Yeah. Huh.
But anyhow, we go there. That's what we'd be doing Monday night.
Huh.
So there's a song we're working on here that she liked that I wrote, and she came in and wrote with me on it. She's done a lot of great changes on it.
Huh.
She's fantastic, and
And that's
she's
Jackie, what's her last
Jackie
name?
Morgan, Jacquue,
Okay.
spelling standard Morgan spelling Morgan.
Huh.
So that's what we're working on now.
Huh.
But she's got it down better than I have, so I'm hoping she'll do it Monday night.
Well, I might not be much of a critic, but I liked it.
Do you?
Yeah.
This one I'm doing now. That's the one I wrote. The Bayou.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That one I wrote by myself.
Okay.
And if she wants to get in on a piece of it, that's fine with me because she does some great changes. She's helped me out tremendously on this.
Huh.
But that one there, the two of us have written together called The Glory Train.
Oh, okay.
And it's about a man that's been married for many, many years, and he lost his wife and a farm guy and all that.
Huh.
And he has to get away, so he goes gets him a dog, a little puppy or something, and they start traveling and get on, a train and everything, and buddies, and they help each other. We don't know who's the biggest biggest help. They're both helping each other, but
Yeah.
it's fantastic. So
Glory Train.
yeah, so I'll get that to you later
Oh,
on.
great.
Whenever we
Great.
get that down, we're not sure what style. She's thinking more in a bluegrass style, but I'm not quite sure. So we're going to probably get with the fellas in Pickerington, Ohio.
Okay.
Brinkman, Mark Brinkman,
Huh.
or Mike Brinkman. Yeah, I think it's Mark Brinkman, and he's definitely bluegrass. So once we get together on that, and then we can record it with him.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh.
Any other questions?
Well, how did you first get into music? When did you start playing?
Music goes back from me from childhood. I remember Children's Home.
Uh-huh.
And that's the best place I can remember way back. So a child of about 5, and I remember they had the big tables, you know, like about the size of your standard.
Like-
what are those 3 foot by 8s? In
Yeah, that
roughly about that
looks
size
about right,
tables
yeah.
that they had in the boys section.
Okay.
Obviously. And I would get up on that and sing. And I remember the first song. The first song I did, you just the things that stick with your mind. Gene Autry's "Don't Fence Me In."
Oh.
So I did that song, and they loved it.
And you performed "Don't Fence Me In" at the children's home.
Yeah, on 5 years old.
Oh.
And so I was always into music, and I was always a clown, if you will. Got a lot of troubles for being a clown. And I remember probably at the age of 10, roughly. They had a assembly room, what they called the assembly room, on the 3rd floor. When we go there, and they had meetings in there, they'd show movies and things for us there, and then we would do plays ourselves. I forget what the play was, but it involved a clown. I know that, and I was 10 years old, so I put the makeup on and everything, and I rode around on a little tricycle, smarting off. I was hooked.
You had the right personality for
I
it.
did. That's me. You'll pick up on it or you won't. You'll either like me or hate me. How's that? So that's how I picked up on that. And you ask questions as we go along, because that'll keep me
Okay, and
where I'm going.
Yeah, and anything you want to say, any direction you want to go, that's fine with me. So.
But you can pull me back to where, if we can keep it
Okay.
within reasoning. Where were we before that? Oh, anyhow, I wrote
Your music.
Yeah, did that when I was 5, and then the clowning around at 10. And then in junior high, I remember, I think it was the 8th grade. I was either in the 8th or 9th grade. We did what they called a potluck, a play like. I went to Lincoln School.
Okay.
And Hazelwood's where I went for elementary school. And then I went to Lincoln School for starting out the 7th grade. And then they had a play, I think, in the 8th or 9th grade. I can't even remember what the name of it was. But I remember the parts I had in it. I think they also had assemblies where I sang at that time. First song I really sang out to a crowd called Don't Thank Me. Wanted.
Huh. Who was that by?
Yeah, thanks a lot for asking. It'll come to me when I least expect it. Anyhow, we can get that later.
Yeah.
If you have to.
Yeah.
If your life depends on it.
No.
Okay.
That's fine.
But it'll come to me probably as I'm coming along here. Wasn't thinking. And anyhow, I was in play there too. We did the singing there and then in the play, and I kind of enjoyed that pretty well. But music is what really stuck to me.
Huh.
Once I got into high school, I finally got into choir, but I didn't get in. I think got into 11th grade. Could have gotten into 10th grade, but I got into the choir and sang. We also had a play that I was in there. HMS Pinafore.
Oh.
I couldn't think of it.
My mom was in that.
Oh, was she?
Mhm.
Oh, we got to talk then on that.
Yeah. Gilbert and Sullivan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had a small part in there. For he's an Englishman. So I can't remember all of it. But anyhow, that's the small part I had. But I enjoyed that. But still, I like my music more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was actually out of high school before I really got into. Well, no, I meant to say in my senior year, they had songs where either seniors, juniors, or sophomores would critique a song that you would sing. I can't think of the terminology. So much here, too early in the morning for my brain to work. But anyhow, if you want to ask me questions later on, be glad to. But I sang a song for solo songs with I can't think of the terminology they had where we went to Worcester, Ohio.
Oh yeah.
The high school, the singers would sing. We would do solo songs, and I can't think of right now what the name of that was.
That's all right.
But anyhow, I got a superior rating.
Huh.
That's tops.
Huh.
That's the best I could get.
Now you were doing solo?
Yeah, I did a solo, just me by myself and a young girl, one of the seniors or juniors on played the piano for
Huh.
us.
Huh.
But I can say it's a big rate. I feel big about that because I beat someone else out. Won't mention his name. But that's how I got into that. But it wasn't until out of high school. We had a double quartet too of boys,
Huh.
too, in that senior year. Fantastic! I just love to hear that. Just singing acapella. Yeah, acapella.
Yeah.
And I really didn't get into guitar playing or anything until I was just out of high school. This is after I took off and sold magazines for 6 months across the country.
Oh, okay.
I got a chance to take off.
Well,
I did that. Did pretty decent on that.
Huh.
Then you get homesick, I had
Yeah.
I had my suitcase and everything, and I thumbed my way all the way home
Wow.
from Cumberland, Maryland.
That must have been
It
interesting.
was.
Huh.
But nowadays, try that.
Yeah.
I think I'd be scared.
That'd be
But
dicey.
I thumbed my way all the way home from there.
Hmm.
And from there, I moved in with my stepdad. Luman Richards was his name.
Okay.
So I'm grateful, very grateful for him. He took care of me, got me back in the way I should be. And he played guitar. So I picked up a guitar and just started fiddling around with it.
Huh.
I just said, "Whoa, I like the sound because I like to hear him." So I picked it up just on my own. Finally got enough sound into it. We ended up forming a group in Newark called the Triumphs.
I think Paul Hottinger had a picture
Oh
of
yeah,
you.
oh yeah. I got all kinds of pictures.
Yeah.
There you can go
Oh, good.
through.
Okay.
And the Triumphs are probably, I think that's in there too.
Okay.
And we started first place we played was the Elks. Was the Elks? Remember that? And just me and my guitar and a drummer, and a drummer was a sax player. I'm not sure. No, another guitar player, like electric guitar. So that's where we started on that. Then we played around a lot of places in Oregon, just about anywhere. We can get those places if you need anything like that. But we ended up getting involved with Gene Folan. Gene Folan had a TV show on Saturday mornings that was about as much like Dick Clark as you could ask for.
Was that out of...
on Channel 6.
Okay.
And that was called WTVN at the time. Now, what is it now? WSYX TV.
Okay.
On Saturday mornings, he had his sidekick was De Palma, was the last name. And we sang there on his shows on Saturday morning on TV. Then from the Saturday morning, we would go to his sock hops and he played at the high schools all around Ohio, and we would play with him then. And he's one that really got us going. He got us doing our first recording, which the one side was called Dragon Wagon. That was written. That was written by me, or which one? I've got a CD if I can think of it, and then the other side was written by Fred Gartner. That's the other guy that played guitar. Coming back to me slowly. So then we used to play the Buckeye Lake. Buckeye Lake was big.
I was told that. Yeah.
Oh, it was monster. They had the big bands. I'm talking about guys like Frank Sinatra.
Really?
Type of music. Stuff they called the Crystal Ballroom. Big wooden building, but it was just fantastic. I can't even think of all the names of the big names used to be. But we used to play with the teens there for big record hops for the kids.
Yeah.
It was just fantastic. But that would give you some inkling there of what we did.
Who were some of your favorite guitarists around that time?
Guitarist, I wasn't so much into guitar playing so much.
You were more singing?
Yeah, I was more into singing.
Then who were the singers you admired?
Oh, Jesus. You're really picking
I'm going to put you on the spot all the time here.
You are putting me on the spot. Well, like I say, that really goes to my style. I just ended up picking up, who did I say?
Johnny Cash?
Yeah, Johnny Cash, but I was really more into
Marty Robbins.
Marty Robbins. I met Johnny Cash, by the way. This was at the Children's Home yet. A place called Hillbilly Park. It was in Hanover, Ohio. That's where I met Johnny Cash and his wife, and I was on stage with them. Believe it or not, that's where one of the places I played out. This is when after I'd learned to so I'd actually been out of home, but then because I didn't know the guitar in children's home, and I played, like I said, picked up a guitar, and I was on stage doing something I don't even remember what. Probably one of Marty Robbins' songs, I'm sure. And Tex Ritter was on there too. And I went on after Tex Ritter.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh yeah, that's starting to come back to.
Tex Ritter was your warm up.
Yeah, yeah, my warm up. Lucky me.
Was Roy Acuff big then?
Oh yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
Okay.
And I ended up later on. I decided, well, this was after I got married and everything. Had 2 kids even. I decided, well, I'm going to go to Nashville.
Really?
We did. We packed everything up in a U-Haul on a trailer and everything. Took my kids, and my wife, we all took off for Nashville.
Huh.
And I moved down there to a little small town south of Nashville called Laverne, Tennessee. And I got playing some music down there.
Huh.
And got into, and then that's when I learned about computers, working for the state in their offices for, computers. And that's how I got into music there until I figured, well, I got homesick after a year and a half, and I figured I could get as much accomplished up here as I could down there. So we ended up moving back to Newark, staying with her mother, my wife's mother, on South 5th Street.
Okay, yeah.
And then from there, I ended up getting a job. Before I left there, she worked at White Westinghouse at the time.
Oh yeah.
Called White Westinghouse.
Was that on West Main Street?
West Main Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she worked there, and she got me a job there because I told her she knows I knew computers at the time. She got me a job there, and that's where I started with them in 1974.
Huh.
And got into playing the guitar and everything too, and we finally we moved out in the country first.
Whereabouts?
From there, well, let's see, no. Let me think on this. You're really picking on me this morning. I'm just shooting the bull. I got too much into this music yesterday, so my mind is I got
That's all right.
Fallsburg.
Oh yeah, I used to live in Hickman for a while.
Oh, did
which
you?
Which is near there, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot down 79 a little bit. Yeah.
I know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
I've been to Hickman before
Yeah.
too. Where we ended up buying 15 acres there.
Huh.
This is I was selling real estate at the time. I had my
really?
real estate license with Fred Swarner, who was in Newark.
Now there was a murder up there. Sorry to interrupt you, but
No, go ahead.
were you up there in the mid 70s? Because there was a big murder up there where some body was found in a little lake right before you get to Fallsburg.
I remember it well.
Okay.
I definitely do. I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah. Silverwood or something.
Yeah,
I think.
I do remember that.
Huh.
Yeah, seriously.
Huh.
I went by at Wilkins Corner. That's where it was, in the pond. They did all kinds of things with him.
Huh.
Anyhow, I remember coming around the corner, Wilkins.
Yeah,
Wilkins
I know what you mean.
The second. This is after Wilkins Corner.
Yeah.
Second corner.
Exactly. Yep. That's where the farm was. Yep. I know where you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, I sidetracked you there.
Okay, remember, where was I on before my sidetrack? You're supposed to keep me.
You were talking about, you moved up to Fallsburg.
We bought 15 acres, got
That's
into
right.
homesteading and things, and doing their own canning and foods
Really?
and stuff like that. And they had 12 acres of it was wood. That's where I got into really writing of other songs I've got that has to do with that when I was out there. Can't think of the many names I've got. I probably got 50 to 80 songs that I've written that I feel fairly comfortable with, and probably a couple hundred more that I've thrown away.
Huh.
You know, you started on it, didn't care, didn't quite go anywhere, so you got away from it. So we got it, like I said, we had a 3-car garage that with a building with sandstone, giant sandstones, 5 to 6 feet long.
And this is up at Fallsburg?
Yeah, big sandstone. So I decided, well, I wanted to raise that because it wasn't quite high enough. You couldn't stand straight in to it. You could park in there, but you couldn't stand that well into it. So I ended up getting a hold of some Amish people up
Yeah,
north.
there's a number of them up there.
Okay, they lifted the building, came up and lifted the building, and I had cement poured.
Huh.
They put a form in so they could put cement, and we lifted the building, and it was great. So I ended up putting a wood shop there too, because we had 12 acres of wood there, a total of 15 acres, and I went from there, and I thought, well, we had enough wood, so I started cutting my own wood, and there was a guy down below us, had a couple hundred acres, I think it was, and he had a mill, sawmill there. So I would, I had a tractor too, an old tractor, I can't even think of the name of it. It was out of California was the name of it.
Wasn't Alice Chalmers, was it?
No, it wasn't an Alice Chalmers, but similar. It had a similarities, I
That's
thought.
what my grandpa had.
Yeah, it has similarity. So I end up would cut up, cut it down to where I wanted length, 6 or 8 feet long, then hook it up to my tractor, chain it up, and I'll go around 586, and then on the 79 just north of that, and he would saw it up for me, and then I'd bring it home, and yeah, that was living. So I
bet.
I'll show you something I did.
Good. Sorry, I have to just press buttons on the computer sometimes.
Yeah, do that. You do what you got to do.
Okay.
I'll do what I have to do.
Okay.
Well, this is I can show you right here.
Yeah. Hey, and if you need a bathroom break or anything,
Same as you.
Okay.
Whatever. You're at home, bud.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, you make me feel at home. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You
Take that with you.
What do you mean?
I got plenty.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
See that?
Yeah.
This is something I started out there. We can make some money on this. I'm serious.
Wow.
This between you and I could.
Yeah.
And I used to hang them up. You can see it's still got. I got nails in here, and there's still pieces of a chain. I would put these on chain. I've got a
nice.
Again, it's another example of a picture that I took of that, but I can't find now. So I end up putting some up here just to keep it.
They're nice. Yeah.
Yeah, this is something I did on my own. That
What kind of wood is that?
Just standard pine is all it is.
And it's wood that you had in the 12-acre woodland.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. There's some other pieces I've got somewhere.
Well,
I don't
thank
know where
you.
they are. Downstairs. Hey, while we're at it, you got that off, haven't you?
All right, I'll turn it off.
Yeah.
Now. I'll pause it.
Yeah, because it was.
Okay, we're good now.
That's cool. The thing is, I'm amazed at these things here too. Computer.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, that's how I got started in them in Nashville once we moved down there.
With computers.
Yeah, and then fortunately I got to work for the state.
Yeah.
And this was when they had the big tapes,
Yeah.
The big tapes, run them all night. You change one of those, and you go over and you take out the big disc. I think about 8 discs. Fantastic size. That's what I did. Run all night doing that. But I enjoyed it.
Yeah, good. Did they have the punch cards? Do you remember those?
Yeah. Oh, that was.
I remember those.
That was when I really got into that. Someone else, they had girls that handled all that.
Okay.
But when I finally came back to Newark, moved back here, that's when I got a job through my mother-in-law, Frances Stephenson was her name.
Okay.
My wife's name was Greg. And I got a job there, and that was in the computers. That's when they still had the punch cards there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I used to run those babies.
I was a little kid, I remember that.
Yeah, and they had 8 tape drives. So I ran all those tape drives, plus whatever. I did it all. That's what I like. When I get into something, I want to do it all.
Yeah, sure. And that was for Westinghouse?
Yeah. It was a white Westinghouse then.
Okay.
And then we also had the cards where you fed them through the machine, where they read them all, and all that. Put them in the computers and all that. So from there, they end up going to Consolidated WCI through WCI with White Consolidated Industry. End up consolidating with a Frigidaire company name. I can't think of. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Doesn't matter.
Anyhow, it was a Swedish name. Can't think of what the name was now. But anyhow, they all consolidated under one company. Frigidaire, they owned Frigidaire, Kelvinator, White Westinghouse, Gibson,
Okay.
and Tappan.
Huh.
So they owned all those companies under one. And I end up, this was after, where did I go? From there, I end up being transferred. That was before I moved here. I think.
Okay.
Anyhow, I got transferred with them.
Huh.
So I worked with them for years here in Columbus.
Okay.
Philippi Road, that's where they transferred there first.
Huh.
So I ended up working with them, and that's how I got into the computer side of it.
Huh.
So I'm, fairly astute with the CD.
Oh yeah.
And like I can do my own burning.
Yeah, good.
For CDs and all that too.
Good.
Got all the MP3, so I've sent songs from here to Niceville.
Yeah, great.
So I'm looking for a good publisher too, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll put that on you.
Okay.
Hey,
I'll try
where's
to
my
think.
publisher? Barclay, where's my publisher?
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Now when? Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Yeah, go ahead.
When were you born
I don't have to
and
answer.
where? What's that?
I was born in Newark.
Okay.
When they had the old on Buena Vista. Wasn't that
Oh
old?
yeah, that's right near where I work.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right near where the current county jail is.
That's where the old. Well, yeah, I remember the county jail down on
The
Third
old
or
one.
Fourth
Yeah,
or Fifth.
third.
Way down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in there times.
Yeah.
Just to see it. No.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just as a visitor, buddy. Just as a visitor. And
I work there. I work there now sometimes.
Do you?
In that old building.
Yeah. Oh, I love that old building.
Yeah.
Anyhow, born in Newark, there's a hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
What year, if you don't mind me asking?
1939.
Okay.
I'm old, kid.
Nah.
That's why I guess call it you kid. You better adjust to it. Well, old enough I can do that. And I would answer to your dad. Yeah.
Did you know your parents before you went into the children's home?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not really. No,
Okay.
hell, no, I was only 11 months old.
Okay. I
So yeah,
didn't know that.
No, I
Okay.
didn't know my parents. So
Yeah.
when I went there, I still remember sitting there at the table just like that, only small ones for kids.
Okay.
And they had a nursery there for kids 11 months old. I do remember that.
Huh. Really?
Way back then.
Huh. So you went in there about 1940 or so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long were you in there?
I stayed there till I was 18.
Ooh.
Then I moved in with my stepdad, I was telling you.
Yeah.
Moved in with him.
Yeah.
And from there, I decided I was going to go sell magazines.
Huh.
Then I, came back and learned the guitar.
Huh.
And that's where I got started
Huh.
really in the playing, seriously then.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm the best people from the children's home is Mom and Pop Zerger.
Really?
Walter Zerger and Mary Zerger. And then
Huh.
they had a daughter. You ever get to talk to Dorothy?
My boss is talking to her.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
you knew her, huh?
Oh, God. Be kind to me, Dorothy. She's a school teacher. She was a school teacher. You tell your boss that. I want someone to be kind to. Come on, Dorothy. Yeah, she's terrific.
Huh.
She was a second grade teacher.
Was
Now-
she? I'm sorry.
She was a second grade teacher, Lincoln School.
Was she about your age?
No, she's older than I am.
Oh, okay.
She's
Okay.
closer, not quite 80. I don't think she's quite 80. She
Okay.
might be. I wouldn't. Don't ask her.
Okay.
No.
I know how that goes.
Yeah. But anyhow, this is when I started going to Lincoln, 7th grade. Now, before I started that, prior to that, at age 10, I had rheumatic fever in a children's home, so I am so grateful to them. I probably would have been dead. That's the way rheumatic fever is. I got to laying around, just didn't have any gumption to do anything, so they found out I had a heart murmur. So it was screwed up for a while. The doctor's name is Peter Silge.
Peter Sills?
Peter Silge, Silge.
Oh,
And he was
okay.
a terrific doctor.
Huh.
But anyhow, he kept me going.
Huh.
So I had rheumatic fever, and so I've had a ticker problem since that time. But you don't know it then.
Yeah.
You just go out and do everything. And I've had 3 heart valves replaced.
Oh, wow.
My aortic valve.
Huh.
So I've made the rounds.
Yeah.
And I've also had, just last year, I had an aneurysm in my stomach.
Oh, wow.
What they call AAA.
Huh.
And so I'm lucky to be living from that.
Man, you wouldn't know it the way you
I
move
know
around.
it. I know it. Once I get better,
Yeah.
I just move on.
Yeah.
That's the way you got to do it.
Huh. Yeah.
It's the optimism in me. I've always.
That makes a huge difference.
It does. I really seriously believe that.
Yeah.
You're mentally,
Yeah.
you can, eliminate a few years in your life if you don't,
Yep.
keep that attitude up.
Yep. Right.
So.
Huh.
Okay, where were we before?
Oh. Oh, you were saying about the Zergers.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
Let's go back. Now you were saying about early memories. What was that? You said you remember being in the nursery, huh?
Oh yeah, I remember
Huh.
that. Yeah, and they had a farm there too.
Okay.
A complete farm.
Did you work on that?
Oh, absolutely.
Huh.
Absolutely. I don't know what in my early teens, I started working and loved it. We milked all our own cows.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of the cows too. Mary was she's one of our jewels. She's the one you like the most. But Daisy next to her, stocky gal. I'll tell you something here. I'll put it on there anyhow. She knew what she was doing.
Mary?
No, Daisy sat next to
Daisy.
her, stocky gal. But she knew what she was doing. Great milker too. And Mary's the best milker. Anyhow, Daisy, you had a where they had a stanchion they were in, and back here you had a gutter where they would poop in.
Oh.
Back there we
Yeah.
had more room about this.
Yeah. What's that cord? Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
About this wide where we could walk by and then grab the milk and
Yeah.
everything and the milk and milk them. But Mary, you'd walk by, she would poop. And she would cough. She knew what she was doing, bud. Cause she hears her, watch me. This is Mary. She look around, and go. She do this. She knew. She knew exactly what she was doing.
That's when you were walking by.
I could be a comedian, get on stage, and man, you start getting me on this stuff, I could tell a tale or two. But anyhow, okay. Then we had our own chickens,
Yeah.
all our eggs. Gathered all our eggs. That's where the first time I swallowed the egg is whole, not the shell.
Yeah.
You could put it.
You peeled the egg and.
No, didn't peel the egg. This was raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could put a pin hole in each end.
Yeah.
And then you suck that thing out. All of a sudden it's there. You don't get a swallow. It's already gone. And then you swallow. I remember that. I can take you right to the spot where we kept their chicken food in their little room, chicken meal.
And you had to feed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course cleaning up and all that.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a big job.
That, and we had all our pigs too. What did we have? About 10, 12, 14 cows or so that we milked.
Huh.
We did our own pasteurizing too.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Kind of got into always doing all that stuff.
Did you enjoy working with some animals more than others?
Oh, I love it. Well, any animal. No.
Yeah, any?
Doesn't make any difference to me.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
work with any animal, even some people.
Yeah.
But then we raised our pigs. I would say I probably worked more with the pigs. That was my biggest responsibility, feeding
Okay.
them and taking care of them. Of course, we did our own butchering.
Oh.
Did a lot, buddy. I
Huh.
remember we'd take the old pigs, once we butchered them, we would drag them up to, there was an old building there, white building there, beside, near the children's home there. It's not there now. But anyhow, it was used, we stored jars and everything like that.
Like storing stuff.
Yeah, for storage. And we had we would cable up the pigs, raise them up, hook them up,
Oh, yeah.
and we would do this. This was the dipping type, where they dip them,
Oh.
and then you took off all the hair and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Then they would be butchered.
Now, who was in charge of that? Was that Zerger or was that
Zerger,
somebody else?
Pop Zerger.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he knew
Okay.
everything.
Oh.
So
Huh.
he took care of that.
Okay.
Did most of that butchering. I think Clyde Phillips, at that time, Clyde Phillips was the farmhand that took care of,
Okay.
took care of that and the milking and all that. He was over us for all that.
Okay.
And of course we butchered, same thing, we butchered the great sausage, best sausage in the
Oh,
world I'd
really?
ever had. Right there, we had our sausage right
Pretty
there.
fresh, I guess.
Oh, fresh
Yeah.
now. Not the word is not fresh. It's now. we would
Yeah.
oh right down, man.
Huh.
I'll
That
never
sounds good.
those things. Oh, it was great.
Huh.
So and then we did our own cracklings.
Oh, really?
Did all that old stuff. Never
Oh.
cared for crackling,
Yeah.
but I'd eat them though.
Yeah.
You know, just because I tried anything and everything.
Huh.
I pretty well would try it.
What else would you eat there?
Oh my God, the best meals you could ask for.
Huh.
Wednesday was I think was a like chili day.
Okay.
Oh man, best chili in the world, and peanut
Huh.
butter sandwiches with it. Peanut butter sandwiches, if we had them left over, we would save them for Sunday. Cold.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Cold. I love them cold now.
Yeah.
That just had them just yesterday, I think it was,
Yeah.
or 2 days ago. I
Yeah.
had my wife. I said, make a couple and stick them in the refrigerator,
Huh.
and I would have them hard like that.
Really?
And we had chili.
Yeah.
We had the same thing. I was just saying, just 2 days ago, chili. Then we ended up freezing our own. We got a freezer downstairs. My daughter bought us a few months ago,
Huh.
and so we freeze chili. We make too much, so we have to freeze it.
Okay.
And
Huh.
man, I would have that. I sit right here, watch TV, let them sit up there.
What do you like to put in the chili?
Nothing
Huh.
really.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like spiciness.
Okay, that's
No.
what I wondered.
No, nothing.
Yeah. Some
nothing.
people overdo it with the spices.
No, nothing. I'm the straight chili
Yeah.
chili man.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, hamburger. You know.
Yeah.
In there. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
the way I eat. Two sandwiches and a glass of milk.
Now, people from Texas claim it's not chili if it has beans in it. Do you put? But I like it with beans.
Oh, I've gotta have beans,
Yeah.
kidney beans, absolutely.
Right.
Kidney beans, and
Yeah.
you put onions and you know put onions in there too, and a few other things. I don't know what all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
peppers.
Uh huh.
Put peppers. Yeah, love it. Yeah, that. I can't think of Monday and Tuesday, whatever we ate, and I never put a meal back. Never. I ate everything.
Okay. Yeah.
So and Thursday was a spaghetti night.
Huh.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, good spaghetti and
Huh.
bread and butter. You know, so you
Huh.
know, I ate very well.
Yeah.
And then let's see, Friday night I can't find a fish night. I think that would be fish.
Oh.
That's the Friday, not normally
Right.
fish night.
Typically for Catholics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they never talked to religions.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
they didn't break them down. But
Yeah.
they would have regular church service maybe on Tuesday.
In the home.
Yeah, in the home up where I
Oh.
said the stage was.
Yeah.
And everything on the third floor.
Hmm.
They would have that maybe once a week or once a month. I forget really.
Okay.
Just a standard Christian
Yeah.
get together and
Yeah.
talking to the Bible and trying to teach us something.
Hmm.
We were learning something. Some of us stuck. See, from there, where were we? Before that, where were
Oh,
we?
you're talking about eat the meals.
Oh, yeah. Friday was fish night.
Yeah.
Saturday was beans.
Oh, okay.
Soup beans.
Yeah.
Love soup beans.
I love bean soup. Yeah.
Oh, man. That, and then cornbread.
Yeah.
Made all our own cornbread.
Hmm.
And then you mix all that up and all the ketchup you can put on there.
Huh.
Plate full.
Hmm.
Now, but I still eat that all the time.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we add that we add onions to that. Oh, goody!
Yeah.
I put them in raw. I don't cook them in there.
Yeah.
Put them in raw and cheese. Add cheese to it too.
Hmm.
Man,
That sounds good.
it is good, bud. I don't tease you. I'll tell you a fact.
I'm getting hungry.
Oh man, you'll be going home. Damn, you got me worked up. I ain't gonna make it home.
That's right.
But man, yeah, that would be that Sunday. Was there Sunday good meal? You'd have a mashed potatoes and gravy and a steak like or something. Like we said, we had our own meat and everything there. Steaks. They made their own pies. Everything.
Oh.
Delicious.
Now, did the children all eat together? All of
Oh
you?
yes,
Boys and girls.
We had a big room, as big as this room.
Huh.
Probably even I'm going all the way from about here to my bedroom.
Oh, that's sizable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably that long
Yeah.
and a little wider than.
Okay.
Not much wider than this, though. Not much wider than this.
Yeah.
And it was loaded with tables like that.
Okay. Yeah.
And the girls sat on their side, and we sat on our side.
Oh, really?
They had the best birthday parties.
Oh, really?
November always had the most, and I was in November. We always had the most, probably 7 or 8 kids, boys and girls. And then they mixed all the cakes and everything with ice cream and cake.
So you had one party for all the November kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Each month had their own.
Okay.
So it's fantastic. There was a place where a lot of places we used to go as kids too. I don't know whether Paul had mentioned to you, but we used to go swimming. We had our own pool there, but that was only like a little 2-footer.
Okay.
But we used to go to Newark Municipal Pool at a time. I think the pool's still there.
Huh.
Check it out. It might still be there. It might be more. But we used to go there.
Huh. How'd you get there?
We had a big Rio truck.
Huh.
You know, bigger than, not a pickup truck, bigger than that.
Okay, like a flatbed with some sides on it. Or
Flatbed and completely sides all the way
Yeah.
around.
Huh.
Yeah, clear up, you know, so no one would fall out.
Yeah.
And we would all go in that.
Huh.
And that was that kind of stigmatized me. That was the first thing I think it really stigmatized me.
Huh.
You know, something that doesn't go away.
Yeah.
And it hasn't gone away.
Huh.
You know, it's just something, but you live with it.
Yeah.
Stigmatized because we were called the insiders.
Oh.
And everyone else is the outsider.
Yeah.
So, and Pop Zucker would take us
Huh.
there at the pool, I think once a week in the summertime.
That was stigma coming from kids outside the home.
Stigma that I got from that feeling.
Yeah.
I was never teased to speak
okay.
of. You know, we never had that. If
Oh.
you hear otherwise, they're full of H.
Okay.
Because I was there in my length of time.
Yeah.
Never did I recall, you know, standard kid teasing, you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you got to have that.
You can't get rid of all
and
that.
I still have friends from when I'd take the bus, like I said, from there to high school.
Mm-hmm.
This is before Dorothy Zucker took me to school because I had rheumatic fever in the 7th grade, you know, so she would take me to school every day then. I remember that car, that Dodge car and the wipers going back and forth. And where was it just before that?
Oh, the swimming?
Yeah, we go to the swimming, and I still email with a couple of friends from high school.
Huh.
And both of them lived down there. One lived on, I think it was Rowe Avenue, or the next street over, something like that. Bill Ratliff was his name, Ratliff.
Huh.
He lived there, and he would catch a bus with us. This is when I used to catch a bus from right there at Children's Home, come across the street and catch a city bus. And the girl lived just below us, Leanne Lucas. They had a farm there too, and I used to get down there and get worms.
Oh, okay.
In the summertime, they would let me dig up the worms, and so I can go fishing down down to creek down below the Children's Home.
Huh.
Used to watch that flooding too. We used to
yeah.
flood up to the Children's Home,
Huh.
part of their property in the pastures up there.
Huh. Did you catch many fish?
Yeah, I did pretty good. You know, you get bass, little bass and things. Well, not bass there so much. You know, little catfish. I can't remember what all there, but yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, that was fascinating.
Huh.
But we used to, and Leanne, I'm still buddies with her.
Huh. Good.
I taught her to whistle, and she still reminds me. You taught me what I mean, the real whistle.
Let's hear a real one.
And I can't know what I can do. And I want to lose it. I got one tooth here. Don't want to lose it. See, I haven't worked that much with it now because I'm afraid I'll lose my tooth.
That's fine.
One tooth. Take that out. So this was after I'd been in the hospital for that AAA that I was telling you about.
Oh, yeah.
I ended up losing a tooth. I got too many cavities, didn't brush well enough.
Yeah.
But this was lost from something else. I thought it had to do with when I was playing football or something when I was a kid. I said, she said it looked like it'd been injured or something. She said it had a pink look to it, but I couldn't tell from the back. It had all rotten out by there, so they had to take that.
Oh, okay.
So there we are. Where am I from there?
Well, you said football. Did you play football around there? A lot?
Yeah, we had our own team.
Really?
Are you kidding? You had 100 kids there. 100 kids.
Yeah.
So you got their whole team.
Sure.
So.
Did you play baseball?
Yeah, baseball.
Things?
We had Zucker's. Well, yeah. He did a lot of playing there.
Huh.
We had our home field right there. I'll take you there sometime.
Yeah, I'd like to see. Yeah,
I'll really
good.
show you around. I can tell you exactly.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah, you get some monies from the city to give me gas money.
Yeah, sure.
To get that.
Yeah, I could pick you up. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to? Hey, I love it.
Sure.
Anyhow, we played baseball. Yeah, I learned to play baseball there. You had one guy who was really good. 2 or 3 of them. Sure. 2 for sure. They're good. They could really hit the ball. One's a good pitcher too.
You remember the names?
Oh yeah, Jim Shaw was one. The hell of a left-handed batter.
Huh.
And Jerry Redmond, Redmond.
Okay.
I think Jerry's around somewhere. His brother.
Huh.
I think he's dead now. I believe. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
I don't think whether it is or not. But, he got in trouble. He did. This was out of This was out of school.
Okay.
He got in trouble with someone else that punched somebody there. one of the bars downtown on the south side.
Yeah.
Someone punched him. I think he ended up killing him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he went to jail for a few years.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I think he came out pretty good though.
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone right off the top. I know Charles McCoy. I think he was in jail too.
Huh.
Yeah, or prison, I should say. I'll say jail, but
Yeah.
actually prison, I think. Yeah, pretty rough. Go ahead.
Getting back to baseball. What position did you play?
I played left field.
Okay.
When I was that remind me, when I started batting, they tried to teach me to bat right hand, and I do remember this crying
Because you were left-handed.
I knew I was left hand,
Yeah.
and but I had never used a bat before.
Yeah.
But I knew I was left-handed. Isn't that
Yeah.
amazing?
Huh.
So once they switched me over, that's okay.
Huh.
And I was a fair hitter, and
Yeah.
we still follow baseball. My wife
Yeah.
and her sister and I, we all watch every game we can. Cincinnati Reds.
Okay, I was going to ask you.
Oh, absolutely,
Okay.
Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah.
We're right there. We take, and they got books on that down there too. They've started that cards
Okay.
collecting, all
Yeah.
that. So they'll collect anything.
Yeah. Have you been to many games?
I
in
haven't been
Cincinnati?
to. It's been a couple of years or so, if not more than that. But
Yeah.
I'd like to get in the habit of going down, but
Yeah. I
retired
know.
now, so we
I
don't add
know.
all that.
You got to
extra.
watch.
I'll just
Yep.
do that, and you picked up
Yeah.
what I mean. So
Yep.
we'd love to. When Chip ever comes in, yeah, we'd do more. I was
Yeah.
hoping to win the lottery, so I'd be down there. I was going to get a season ticket and everything else. Maybe
Yeah.
part of the team too.
Yeah.
So yeah, we
Huh.
played that.
You must have been fast and good fielder then.
I
if you were left field.
yeah. I think I was a pretty decent fielder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
left-
remind you, there's a days when you weren't good fielders. Got to give you the bad with the good, because I got them all. This is when we would practice hitting the ball, just
Yeah.
hitting it, flying it up and everything, and you got everyone, 6, 7, 8 guys out there
Yeah.
trying to catch the ball. Okay, I'm trying to catch one. Southpaw, I got the glove up
Yeah.
good. Missed that son of a gun, got it right here. Boom, right in the forehead. I could give you the sound for the rest of my life. Boom. I know. You don't
man.
forget that. I mean, what the hell's that?
I was going to say, it didn't knock you out then.
No,
Wow.
you know, but I
Yeah.
remember that. Boom, I missed that. That didn't happen but once. So I learned my
Yeah,
lesson.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, did you have a backstop there? And
Oh
everything,
yeah,
the
we had.
bases?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know how long the backstop had been there.
Huh.
You know, like I said, I didn't. You don't pick up on those things till you reach the age where
Yeah.
10 or 11, where you decide you're going to get to start paying. It might have been a little bit over. I'm not sure.
Was that in back of the children's home? Or-
Side at the side, like I
Okay.
said, I'll show you all that.
Yeah,
there.
okay.
It was at the side of the children's home.
Huh.
And we used to knock the balls over to our neighbors over there. I can't think of his name. It'll come to me when I least need it. But they like the beer too. But we knocked the ball over there, and they get mad.
Yeah.
They weren't too bad though. But
Okay.
they were good.
Ever break any windows?
Yeah, but well, not from the ball, because
Yeah.
it was somebody may have. But I'll tell you, I did break a window with a ball.
Yeah.
This I remember. This is when I shouldn't have done. It was just when playing around, screwing around. Is the
Yeah.
word they used then.
Yeah.
There was 3-story, you know, and you had the fire escape section. It
Yeah.
all closed in. Show you that again to you.
Okay.
And big windows about the length of the door, about the size of one window. If 2 or 3 of those was on the 3rd floor, and the glass was there. So you know what I did? Bam! Through one. Oh, I don't know whether I lived through that or not. I may be dead. Yeah.
You felt it.
Oh yeah.
You
and you know
afterwards.
something? You don't forget. I wish I'd have taken a picture back then. The picture it went through there, and it ended up looking like a pigeon or an angel like, where I'd hit that, and it looked like I remember the body like look.
Oh wow.
A little bit, and it had a wing like they square across like that. That was weird. You don't
Yeah.
forget those things.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Threw a ball through there one time.
So they knew who did it.
Yeah. I can show you.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
You
I
got the
my
Board of
butt-
Education.
I got my butt kicked many times.
Did ya?
Yeah, clown. You know, you never learn.
That's right. Yeah.
Pop was pretty good, but they weren't me.
Oh, okay.
But he did whip our butts good.
I guess it's a big handful if you got a whole bunch of
Oh,
boys. And
oh
girls.
man, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I am. I don't care what anyone says. I'm grateful where I came from. Like I said, I probably would have been dead.
Yeah.
But I couldn't have asked for training and anything and everything.
Yeah.
I tried about farming. Oh, man, the greatest life you could ask for. I think every child, I'm serious, should have to go to a farm somewhere. Sometime
I do too. A lot of people now don't know.
Every summer.
Yeah.
At least once.
Yeah.
And do everything. We did our own hay and everything.
Yeah.
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 Baled everything, stack it up.
Yeah.
He had a big barn there.
Huh.
I'll show you where the barn. I might have a picture there. Big white barn there. And this was in the days when they had horses. We did with horses. We had tractors too for baling, but we used the horses for for stacking the hay. You had to, in there. The big forks would come down, and we'd pick up.
Yeah.
They would walk out on the ropes,
Huh.
lift it up, take it over there, and drop her down, and we'd stack it up and everything there.
Huh.
Yeah, those.
And you helped out with all that
Oh,
stuff?
absolutely. We
Yeah.
did all of that. There wasn't anything we didn't do in farming, and I was willing to try everything.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Yeah.
But some guys, better than you were, like to do all the milking. So you stayed out of the way a lot of times. Left and doing, I would milk here and there. So, but everything, we did it all. Okay, where are we going now?
Let's see. Hey, let me check my list
note?
here.
Oh, you got a note.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm getting old.
Yeah,
so.
I know you're taking glasses off. Are you long-eyed then?
Yeah. So in some ways, yep.
Yep.
What would be like a typical day when you're old enough to remember? When you wake up in the morning and then go to bed at night?
Well, what are you talking about through the school years or in the summer or when?
Let's say both. Let's start with the school year.
Well, the school year, you couldn't wait. They had all their supplies and everything right there. You would take that and go to school.
Okay.
I started in the first grade, like I said. Children's Home is Hazelwood. I think Hazelwood's still there too. I went from there the 1st to 6th grade. I enjoyed school the first year. I enjoyed it.
You got along okay with the kids from outside?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I never had any problems with kids. Like I said, I can't think of anyone that really had from there.
Yeah,
but
good.
I went to my first teacher, Miss Norman. I still remember her.
What was she like?
She was good. Tall. And I'm at that age. I'm a kid. What am I, 5, 6 years old? Pretty. I thought she was pretty.
Yeah.
Tall, slender, nice. I can say it now. 2nd grade teacher was Miss Taylor. I remember Miss Taylor really well.
Did you have a crush on her?
It wasn't a crush so much as pretty respectful. She lived near the children's home there, and I would go over it, me in particular, because I was kind of a pet for a lot of teachers. I think I worked it out that way. That was cool. And she had her own gardening and stuff, flowers and stuff like that. I would go over and help her out and things like that. And I just liked her.
Yeah.
I think I liked all my teachers. Matter of fact, I wrote a song called Teachers. I could play it for you later on if you want.
Sure, that'd be great.
And well, we could take time to do it if you want to. You want to take a break, stop here, and just listen to it?
Hey, if you want to play it on the recording, that'd be great. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'd rather not because it takes me away from where I am.
Okay. Yeah.
Mentally.
What little pause here?
Yeah. Deep as you want, but not that high that I won't commit a crime or anything like that. I won't. I even wrote a song. Maybe I'll get back to it sometime. Called "Suicide by Cop." Oh. And that happens too.
Oh yeah, I've read about that.
This is where I got together. I did that for the first time. Are you on yet?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, okay. I did this for the first time over in Newark, like I said, at SoCo, Songwriters of Central Ohio. And you got to get with Jackie.
Okay.
I'll send you you send me information, anything
Okay.
I've asked you, and
Okay.
then I can get it to you. And then if she wants to talk to you, she can if you doesn't.
Okay.
Well, let's see. Where am I now?
You were talking about Suicide by Cop.
Oh yeah, it did that, and then that's the way this song that I was going to
Teachers.
play here for you, Teachers. That didn't have anything to do with Suicide by Cop. It's just
Yeah.
the name was just missing. But Suicide or the Teacher's song actually had to do with the children's home, and you'll see when I play it.
Okay.
I can also send you the lyrics.
Okay.
I got all that broken down, all the lyrics just like this. I've got all this broken down. Here's a complete book that I've got of my song.
Huh.
And this is the best. This is something I got from Jackie. Now, this is a simple thing, but most people probably wouldn't appreciate it as much as I do. She came up with this about rings, putting rings
that
on there.
helps keep it together.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I've got all that. I've got the complete list right here, like that,
That's
of
good.
all my songs. So it's all in. I've got
Yeah.
50 some. Like I think I said earlier, I got about 50 that I like best, and it's all alphabetical.
Huh.
There on the listing
Huh.
is alphabetical. Then its numbers is just where I got it and wanted to put it in.
Huh.
Okay.
Huh.
So my idea on that.
Huh.
And so teachers, it really. I only wrote this about 3 or 4 years ago. I believe I got.
That says a lot that it stayed in your mind all
Well,
that time.
yeah, that had to do with. This is why I told you earlier that it was the stigmatism, where it was hard to write something like that, but it really has to do with the children's home.
Huh.
And from that day, like I said, day one, then I can remember who teachers were.
Yeah.
Like I said, my third grade teacher on the way that gave her, Taylor was Weaver. That was her name.
That was third.
Fourth grade, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Anyhow, it'll come back to me if I need it.
Yeah.
But that's how I ended up writing the song Teacher, respecting my teachers and respecting the children's home, grateful. But I don't get into that so much as letting you know. Oh, that's the other thing. That's okay.
Want me to pause it?
No,
Okay.
you're okay. But then I'll take that. That automatically goes into sound. Oh, I want to show you the best. I want to show you the best.
Nice. Wow.
You want to get that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is. It goes on forever and it changes, and I've never seen it repeat itself.
Huh.
Yeah. The guys, I got that from a guy in Australia.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It never repeats.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it's just gorgeous.
Like a kaleidoscope.
Yeah, that's what he calls it. I think that's exactly. Remember the old kaleidoscope? Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
And that's how I end up. I got a hold of him. I can't think of his first name. Anyhow, before we got on to that, the teacher songs that we were at.
Yeah.
But I end up finally writing something. I don't know how I got around to doing it, but I just did it. Maybe it's in my mind.
It must have been.
Obviously in my. So it's about my teachers and saying. So I want to play it for you.
Great.
Yeah. So if you want to stop that for now, we'll go over and play it.
Okay. Would you rather play it off the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I'll give you. Okay. That you got a copy of that, and you know what I'm wanting to do with that now.
The song teacher.
Yeah. The song teachers, and I'm sure your girlfriend will like that.
Okay. It's heartrending.
Yeah, and that's the one I recorded. That's telling you over in London, Ohio.
Yeah.
And he's got his own home studio. He did all the playing, all the engineering, and all that. I didn't even play guitar because I'm smart enough. I know I'm not that great on guitar, but I'm decent enough. But when it comes to putting the recording out, it's all together there. So I'm trying to do something with it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I get a hold of the right person, the right publisher, just the right connection, we'll do something with it.
Yeah,
okay?
That's great. Like I say, it should be on the radio.
Okay. You push from your end. I've been pushing from my end.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I've even been in my own. I own all my own songs yet.
Yeah.
I've still done my own publishing, and that's the only reason I've done that. That's just to protect me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I've got everything. I've got them all copyrighted.
Yeah,
and everything.
good.
Some of them aren't quite yet there.
But
Always have to copyright.
You need to do that. Yep.
Yeah, but I've got to get it complete.
Yeah.
Then I could send them. Usually you could send out, I think, up to 20 songs or something like that at least, and copyright all on one CD. I'll put them on a CD like that and send them to Washington D.C. So
Okay.
that's where we're at.
Huh.
Okay, so that's on the teachers.
Wow.
From there, then we got to talking about all the other things. And when we went downstairs, I showed you all the projects I'm into. That
You've pretty much answered the questions I had.
You're going to get answers to questions you don't want. Well, I'm glad Okay, this is. Yeah. If I sit here, can you hear me? They're all right.
Yeah. It looks,
if I show you,
looks like you're coming out good.
Okay, can I show you from here?
Sure.
This is a notebook that I'm showing you now. Like
Good.
a big fat notebook where I put ideas, and I try not to throw anything away. I get an idea,
Sure.
and somewhere I'll use it. For instance, all the playing that I do, and I think I did tell you the other day I did play out.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nursing home
Oh, good.
and they paid me too. How
Good.
can you beat that?
Yeah.
But I didn't all my own material, and
Huh.
they really loved it.
I bet.
I mean, these people in their some are in their 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And it's kind of a way of me going back, thinking of my childhood too,
Yeah.
and full circle, you know.
Yeah, sure.
So, but they enjoyed it,
I bet.
and I love it. So I'll be going back doing
Huh.
it. So I'm looking around for places to play.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I might, I might work out something for some. I'll get that.
Okay.
Some fundraising or something they might want to do.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, put
We're
that
on.
on there.
We're on.
Now we're starting to talk about with the booklet that I put together, my notebook where I put all my notes about my song. For example, here's a good example: Mother's Day song. That's on the CD I gave you, Special Days. I think it's on there. Yeah, and because that's on the special days. People don't realize, but Mother's Day is celebrated all around the world at different times of the year. So, but the majority of it is the same time we do it. So I wrote a Mother's Day song. I'm sure you'll like that too.
Yeah.
And that's also, I've also put that into a card form, gift cards form, and that plaque that I did downstairs. I've got a bunch of those too. So that's just one example there, and all kind of layouts I can do on that. And also played like one song I gave you, One Flag of Freedom. I've got the list of all the symbols of all the military clubs that are around too.
Oh.
That's the kind of stuff I want to do. There's just some generality of what. Even magnetic time, but anyhow, I showed you a lot of places I would like to play or do. Different outlays I've done for through clip art with the lyrics and adding pictures here and there.
Do you ever perform in Licking County?
Oh yeah, Licking County, yeah.
Yeah.
Down the old stomping grounds.
Yeah.
I still go over there, like I say. But basically, most of the stuff has been in this area. It's been a while since I've done anything over there. But anyhow, I'm just giving you a quick flash. We'll get into this later.
Okay.
Next time we get together.
Yeah, sure.
Good?
That'd be great.
Okay,
Yeah.
over and out.
Okay. Wow.